what we're going to make today is biscuits and gravy. Only Studley here can't have the biscuits. And honestly, as much as I adore you, I was going to make like cornbread or something gluten-free. And then I realized it was too much work and I don't care. So hey, you guys, it's Mary White, the Cooking with Cannabis lady again. And ooh, I got a man in the kitchen. Again, today I have Josh with me, and Josh is with
Super Chronics and your cannabis business podcast, The Talking Hedge.
I just love how he says, your cannabis business podcast. Okay, so what we're going to do today, originally we had talked about showing you guys again how to really make a quality fat infusion, right? You know, butter, oil, that kind of stuff. But in my mind, okay, I might have been high, and I kind of took off. And because my buddy Josh can't do gluten or dairy, and there's a lot of people that have that same thing. Last video we did, Josh was chowing down on some stuff, and apparently he had to hurl when he got home.
The fudge was not good with all of that dairy. No, too much cream.
Too much cream.
But we'll leave a link in the show notes for how to make the butter, and then we'll skip to what we're going to do with it.
Exactly. And actually today, okay, this, you guys, this is something I came up with the other day. This is my savory fat. Okay, so this is a combination of, wait for it, bacon grease and chicken fat. And it's so delicious. But since we're talking about fat infusions, this is, and you're familiar with this, but so that's just the regular old cannabis butter, full plant, you know, full of THC and goodness. Okay, and then of course you have olive oil, same kind of deal. It's a little cold, but this stuff, I had some extra fat around, and I thought, why not make something for Josh? So what we're going to make today is biscuits and gravy. Only Studley here can't have the biscuits, and honestly, as much as I adore you, I was going to make like cornbread or something gluten-free, and then I realized it was too much work and I don't care. So today, darling, what we're going to do is this. I've sauteed off a pound of sausage. So the sausage is here, and this is the grease from the sausage. What I wanted to do, so you could get more of the delicious cannabinoids, is we're going to saute, and you can help me. Here's your saute thingy. We're going to saute the vegetable component, and because I love you so much, it's mushrooms and sweet onion, okay? So you're going to saute that in the sausage fat until the onion is translucent, like that. And y'all, I'll be putting this recipe on my blog later today too. So if you go to maryjwhite.com, it'll be on there. So when this is all sauteed, what we're going to do is take it back out of the pan. Normally this isn't what you would do, but I wanted to really cut down on the grease factor. This kind of thing can get real heavy, you know, with the fat. Like the sausage is out, you would tend to put more fat in, right? And then you just don't need that much. And what I wanted to do when this is sauteed is then use the infused fat, because then you're going to be getting, if this serves 4, you're going to be getting about 40 milligrams per serving.
Nice.
Oh, you do.
Now, compared to the regular butter that you use with, is that just dairy butter, or use it with coconut oil?
Oh, this is just regular dairy butter.
Okay.
Yeah, though obviously you can infuse, you know, coconut oil or any fat.
That's really earthy. I love the smell of it. Some people are incredibly turned off by it. I noticed that with the chicken fat, you can't smell hardly any cannabis at all. In fact, there's a mild something that reminds me of chicken broth. Yeah. Because that's what it is. Yeah. But it's mild versus the all outright funk that is the traditional can butter that I love. Right. But again, for somebody who doesn't, maybe they would want to spike it with some chicken fat to dilute that overwhelming taste and flavor. Yeah. But we'll find out if the flavor comes through or not. Yeah, because that is something that I was concerned about too.
And you know, that's a really good point, you guys, what Josh is saying about the different aromas and flavors of these infused fats. With this cannabis butter, you see how green that is? That is just how it comes out. It's going to give you a beautiful vegetal flavor. But, you know, if you're making lemon bars or something sweet, sometimes that can be a little too vegetal. And I always tell people, up your flavors, lemon and salt and spices, double them, and you're usually okay. But the cool thing about this, look, it's still bleh, bleh, is it really doesn't have that heavy vegetal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding the more I cook with cannabis, which is pretty much every day now, and by the way, can you tell I've been making candy? Oops. Anyway, damn it. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, just the more I work with this, the more I realize that the pot brownie is kind of an anachronism. I mean, obviously you can make a delicious brownie. And with the spices, when I do a brownie, I like to do like, hot chili and stuff in there. Again, when you make it a little savory, it doesn't have that vegetable flavor. But with this, yeah, I'm excited to see what'll happen. They're getting translucent. Also, I love telling you what to do. See this brown stuff on the bottom of the pan? I don't know, can you guys see that? That's called the fond. Whatever. Anyway, so you want to scrape that up because there's a ton of flavor in that stuff. If we were deglazing the pan with wine or chicken broth, that would all come up, right? Ooh, delicious. You guys, it smells good in here. Now, those are about done, so let's just go ahead. Now, cook that some more. Yeah, cook that some more. I have to look at my directions because, I forgot. Okay. As soon as those are translucent, I love what you're doing. We want to put them in with the sausage, and then we'll do the delicious chickeny butter. Boy, is that a little too hot, maybe? There wasn't a lot of fat in there, so you're going to get a lot of stuff on the bottom. You know what? That's starting to bug me a little bit. You know what? We need to get that up. That's bugging me. Oh, look, white wine. You never go wrong. It's just a quick, they call that deglazing. That's not enough to make much of a sauce, but it's enough to get the stuff off the bottom of the pan. Yeah. Oh, Josh, I almost took a swig of that. Ooh. The interesting thing I'm finding about cannabis, so many things, but in the olden times when I had to take a lot of pills for my pain and stuff, I used to also drink alcohol, which, as we know, is a bad idea. If you're, using Vicodin, you don't want to be pounding down the tequila. Anyway, I don't do any of that anymore. With cannabis, you know that if you need to relax, if you're really having a bad day, you can have just a little bit, right? And then if it's 8 o'clock at night, you're standing around in your pajamas with your hand in your pants, you can have as much as you want. The point is, you don't need all those things to numb you out. Cannabis is, it's just so good on so many levels. That looks good. Okay, so now,
Yes.
I hope you don't mind, but there's a really good mussel right there. And your wife won't mind if I just do that occasionally. No? Okay, that's good. Okay, put that in there.
Put what?
All that goes in there.
Goes in
just
here?
kind of pour it on there, yeah. Because again, I'm trying to drain off some of this fat.
Let's go this way.
Look at you, just like on the TV. Yeah, there you go, buddy. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, God, I hope you're hungry, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This looks good.
well, wait till we make the creamy, delicious sauce. Now, normally, if we were doing this the regular way, I would just sprinkle flour on this whole thing and then add a liquid and it would tighten up and become gravy. But we're concerned about Josh's innards, so we're going to do it a little bit differently. So don't freak out if you're a cook and you normally do it the grown-up way, okay? So what we're going to do, I just want to make this a little bit tidier. Okay, so just do that. All right. Oh, I love that you're cleaning up. That makes me so happy. So now we're going to do the fat. Here's this. So this is going to be 3 tablespoons of infused fat. Now with my recipe, the average is about 100 milligrams of cannabinoids for a gram. So 100 milligrams per gram. It's been, oh, look at that, 2 tablespoons. 2 might be enough. How high do you want to get?
Incredibly high.
Okay, let's go for it. There we go. So this is the regular 1-to-1 ratio. In other words, you're so cute. 1 ounce of plant material to a pound of fat, and that works great for me. But if you're a heavy duty guy, okay, like I am and like Josh is, okay, you would want to maybe double that, double the cannabis. And if you're a virgin, you probably don't want to make this recipe.
Or just take a small bite.
Or just take a small bite. That's the way to do it.
It's a meal for a week.
Yeah. So we're just going to let this heat a little bit. And this is kind of weird, so stay with me. This is coconut milk. Now, I want to caution you guys, when you're buying your plant milks, read the label. Oat milk, which is delicious, but it's really high in calories because they have to use a lot of stuff to thicken it. And there's also sugar in there. Get one that's unsweetened. Don't accidentally buy vanilla because it ain't going to work. Right? So this is coconut. Soy is great. I'm trying to not use as much almond anymore because of, I forget, the bees. Something about bees and the almonds. Anyway, this is good stuff. So 1.5 cups, right into the fat. I know it's weird, but...
Not all coconut milk is created equal.
Right.
So there's some brands that are better than others. Hemp milk is also really good.
Yeah, though again with the hemp, Josh, I found that they do have to add quite a bit to thicken it. So just in terms of calories, this is 45 calories for a cup. And the hemp milk and the oat milk are right around 140 to 150. Yeah, so you're not, obviously you're not a girl and you're not that concerned about that stuff, but I've been counting calories since I was 9 years old, so I pay attention.
Yeah.
So this is going to heat up, and I know that looks weird, doesn't it? Because you've got the oil kind of floating on the milk, but don't worry. When that gets a little warmer, this is cornstarch and water mixed together, okay? And when this starts to, there you go, put like half of that in there and then stir like your life depends on it. Ooh.
Lost half of it. Rookie.
That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, now let that go and see what it looks like. Pretty nice whisk activity there, mister. Nice whisking. You're so chefy. I love it when you get chefy. Now, do you cook at home?
I do.
I'm so glad. So many people don't. But I will say one thing from the pandemic is that people figured out how to make some things,
There's a lot more people ordering groceries online, so we do all of our meal prepping and grocery shopping online, so we know what we're cooking and don't get bored of it.
That's the thing. You can get so bored. Oh, I do want to tell y'all with this recipe, it really depends on your sausage, okay? This is beautiful. Little, let's see, do you need more? I think you might need more liquid, dude. That's gonna thicken it even more. So we probably don't want to do that. But you know what? I have more meat. Let's add more meat. So it really depends on your sausage. Like this is a really mild, sweet Italian. So I'm not going to add much to it because it's good the way it is. But like if it was real spicy and hot, I wouldn't have to add many spices at the end. And some you might want to add garlic to yours. Again, it depends on your sausage. This is beautiful. Now, Josh, can you show people what your sauce looks like? Look at this, you guys. This is like almost like the most beautiful bechamel, and it's freaking coconut milk, pot butter, oil, and cornstarch. Yay! Okay, now let's trade. Good job. And this is very professional. Ah! Oh, Jesus, Josh. Salt that shit. I mean, the spices are the spices, and I have a bunch here, but before we do anything, oh, I'm sorry, I'm bossing you around.
That's all right.
Okay, there. And just because this needs help, because right now it's just hot milk and pot oil. So, you always want to add a little spice, a little red pepper. And here's
chorizo is my favorite.
Oh, right? I love chorizo, and I love that red
so good.
fat. This is thyme. It's going to give you a little bit of that vegetal flavor and kind of cut through what could be kind of greasy. And let me just take a little. Oh my God, that's delicious. Salt, man. You guys don't be afraid of salt. I mean, unless you're, hypertensive, but a little salt. Okay, and so Josh, all you gotta do now is dump that in there. Here, I'll hold, you dump. It's like a paper towel ad. Oh, look at that. Dude, you are good in the kitchen. So nice. Oh, yeah, baby. Stir. Stir, stir, stir. Now, I forgot to go outside and get any parsley for the garni. So pretend there's garnish on this. Dude, look at that. Do you want me to help?
No, I'm just trying to get my vape.
Oh. Yeah, cooking without medication is hard. It's too hard. Savory fat, y'all. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. The reason I'm advocating this savory fat is because this would normally have taken, well, in my world, 2 cups of half and half, and probably half a stick of butter. Look at the clouds. Stoners. But with just the cornstarch and that beautiful low-calorie plant milk, this is creamy as fuck. I mean, it's really umami rich, and there's no cream in here. There's none of that. So if you guys are like, sorry, Josh. If you are like Josh and want to stay healthy, this is really something to consider, because it not only will get you very medicated, it's not that bad for you. I mean, unless you're a vegan, and you're not going to eat this anyway if you're a vegan. But for different applications, use different fats. That's today's lesson. And Josh, let me get you a spoon, because you need to put your man lips on that. Give you a taste. Because this is your lunch. Yeah, that looks really good. But you can see how it needs a little parsley or something, right? Here, you want to taste? Okay. Oh my goodness, so delicate.
I think it's going to need a little bit more salt.
Okay.
But so far, so good.
On it, baby. Yeah, this was again, it's about the sausage, right? This is a mild sweet sausage. And you think a little more pepper? Pepper?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. Here.
Was that sausage that was cooked already?
No.
Okay.
It was links, and I took them out of their little casings.
Okay.
I always feel kind of bad taking sausage out of the casing, because I know a machine worked really hard to squeeze it in there. Yeah. Ooh, okay, so mix that up, baby. And then I'll put some in a little bowl for you. There.
Is that sausage going to be cooked already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I cooked it before you got here.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, did you think it was raw?
Yeah.
Oh, here, Josh. Have some poison. No problem. Rock on, dude. Oh, you need a spoon?
I do.
Ta-da! Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wait, you know what? Ooh, okay, I got red pepper that time. I think we need a tiny bit of Worcester sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Ooh, I got a lot of pepper in that one. Ha! Ooh! I just think if you are not a fan of cream or butter, or if your body just says no, it's not terrible, right? And I know everyone has a different diet now, and there's keto and there's paleo and this and that and the other thing, and that's all good. Point is, all of it's better with cannabis in it. And you like that?
It's good. You can't taste the cannabis at all. But yeah, with the peppers, that was good. Maybe some Louisiana hot sauce, or
oh yeah.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you're taking.
Because like I said, I like chorizo, so there's that spicy.
You like that spicy stuff. I like it too. So I do want to tell you guys that this simple yet delicious recipe will be available on my blog at maryjwhite.com. And you're going to do another great video, right? Of us. doing this. Okay, good job, Josh.
All right.
Now remember, there's going to be, I figure about 40 to 50 milligrams per tablespoon, and we use 3 of them. So this would be approximately, and I usually go on the high side just, for safety. This would be about 150 milligrams. So divide that into 4, each person is going to get about 38.5 milligrams of cannabis. So if everyone at brunch is on the same page, you're going to have a really good day. And if they're not, have your own damn good day. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. And of course, I have to thank Josh for letting me caress his muscles. And Josh, tell people how to find you.
Find me at the talkinghedgepodcast.com or on all platforms for social media and podcasts.
See, there you go. And again, maryjwhite.com. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys, because, we need your eyeballs. Any questions, feel free to reach out. Josh and I are available pretty much all the time. So thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your cannabis.
Peace.